Hello, hello. Welcome in. I hope everyone's having a good day. Hi, Cal. How are you, my friend? How you do? Hey, Poison Dart, how are you today? Welcome in. Good to see you. And Patricia, hi. Wow, so many friends. How are you? I'm trying to be good and finish my breakfast. I got stuck in finishing some book design work, so all of a sudden I feel like I'm a little behind, but that's okay. Started stream a little late. Thank you all for coming and for dealing with my crazy and completely unpredictable schedule that has no consistency. I hope everyone's doing well. Slightly perturbed. That's a specific mood. I hope you're okay. I'm doing good. I got through some work this morning, delivered a really big job, so I should have a massive paycheck coming soon. I'm very excited about that, so super stoked. Nice, working on Chinese. Kitty's doing kitty stuff. That sounds fun. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of catch up today, I think. My anime ass eyes. Who am I? Flip. Do I like these eyes? Maybe not. Let's go again. And it's mostly because I want that shape, yeah. Instead. Better. Yeah, doing good. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what else has happened to me. I officially changed my major from an MFA to an MA, so now I don't have to suffer through an extra year of school. I can go back to it effectively anytime that I want, but I'm not like stuck there right now. And based on how, wowee, I might actually just do this. Based on how work has been going, it doesn't make sense for me to do the MFA. This is it. This is what I'm sending to this person who paid money for this. Just kidding, just kidding. This guy asked for help when it comes to writing, making writing sound professional. I listed some things that I do, and I talked about how I look at the writing styles of writers I like. Valid, very good points. Listed a few authors and books, and then he goes, oh, you're very what the fuck? It's like, well, then don't ask me for help. Yeah, like, no, for real, Poison Dart, no, you're right. It's like, why did you even ask me? You're like, okay. Thanks. Thanks, though. Yeah, like, then don't ask me. Sorry you can't take feedback. Wow, what a mood. I'm very lucky that I haven't worked with somebody like that in a long time, but I know exactly how that is. Yeah, vanilla, yeah, it's so specific, you're like, okay. It's like, thanks, I guess. I don't know. Thank you. Well, especially too when you've given such good tips too, because you're right, reading like, you know, books that sound a specific way or are in the same style that you're looking for is literally the number one thing that I recommend to people as well. Like, that is such a good piece of advice. Like, I don't know. We don't book shame in here. We don't do none of that. Okay, well maybe there are some books that we book shame, but like, not, it has to be an extreme. I'm just like a little bothered, like, yeah, I'm sorry, when did this become about the books? No, you're right though. Yeah, it's because they're good for everyone. No, true. True, it's very true. Yeah, that's so weird. What a weird thing. I'm sorry you had to live through that experience. That's awkward. You're just like, okay, I guess I'll never talk to you again. That's fine. You know that moment when you're like... There we go. That's better. That's better. I feel like this guy probably would have really thin lips. And then I need to actually, I'm gonna completely change the profile of this face because this guy has like a really strong chin. So we're gonna completely, yeah. Well, I don't know if I want to go in with that type of a line. Just kidding. No, for real, no, you're not being sensitive at all, Poison Dart. I would be like, what? Like, legit, that's so weird. That's so strange. What it means is that you told them of advice effectively that they didn't want to hear. Like, they probably were looking for some easy answer, like, oh, change a word or whatever, and you're effectively telling them, hey, you know, you have to practice writing like it's a craft. You need to do research. You need to read. You need to do all of these things. And then they got really offended probably because they don't want to put in that level of effort to make their writing better. And it's like, okay, then I guess you're not gonna get better. Like, that's fine. I've been going to art school effectively for like over a decade at this point. Varying types of art schools, whether for like writing or for art, and legitimately there's always one person in a class that gets ultra extra frustrated for no reason with either the teachers who are critiquing or other students who are critiquing, simply because it's like stuff that they don't want to hear, you know? And it's like, sorry, you're gonna have to like actually get good at taking feedback if you want to get better. Like, I don't know how to tell you that, like, this is the only way. It's gonna suck, but like, it's the way that it's gotta go. And certain people are gonna have different advice than what's like in your normal workflow, but sometimes that stuff works super, super good. Like, legitimately would not be where I am today if I had not received some of the harshest critique I have ever received in my life, you know? Like, yeah, it's not easy, you're totally right. Yeah, people assume that it's just, you know, just because you speak a language, it doesn't even have to be English, right? But just because you speak any language, you can just put the words on the paper. Yeah, and you're definitely not gonna make a bestseller on the first try, true that. And you might not even make a bestseller on like the 5th, 6th, 7th try, you know? Like I always tell people, I had a really, really good Kickstarter launch, not this year, but last year, and I was able to re-release the very first book that I ever published, and I wrote it when I was 17, and it was trash. It was really, really bad, and that thing had to go through, like, 3 or 4 pretty intensive iterations before it got to the point where it was able to win an award. You know, so it's like, it's not going to be pretty the first go, especially if you're not willing to practice. Ooh, true, Poison Dart. Just because a story idea is interesting doesn't mean it's going to sell if you can't write properly. Yeah, that's true. And we talk about that a lot in here too, where it's like, certain genres demand certain expectations too, and writing for an audience that will sell versus writing something that you think is cool are two completely different things. Unfortunately, that's just the way the business goes. But you're right, if you can't execute it, it's not going to hold the audience's attention. Because it could be even unreadable, you know? But I think some pieces are just naturally going to be harder than others, you know? Like when I was writing kids' books, because I've got a lot of kids' lit titles under my belt, those things went through literally 2 drafts and then they were published. But that's because those things are short, simple language, and they're really easy, you know? But like, if I'm working on something that's intense, like a science fiction, like the one that I was working on stream, or on stream yesterday, you know, that thing's been, I've been working on that since like 2018, and it's been like years of NaNoWriMo, years of editing, adding, revising, tweaking, you know, it's like, but you're so right though, you gotta put in the work. And eventually it'll be more natural, you know, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna be like perfect, you know, the first go around. I still find really dumb errors in my own books, you know, like I am constantly cursed with British English. That's my biggest flaw, because I grew up in like I took like international schooling, or an international program when I was in high school, and so to this day I am super messed up, and half of my words I spell in British English and the other half I spell in American English, and I will never be able to fix that. And so that's why I have an editor, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to find that myself, you know? So it's like, you gotta rely on other people too. You can't just do it all yourself. That's like the #1 lesson, I think, if I could tell anybody anything. It's like, you have to let other people look at your work, because otherwise it's not gonna turn out good. And it's okay for it to not be good the first time too, because even like legends like Stephen King, Neil Gaiman, I'm trying to think of like other like super prolific authors, you know, like James Patterson probably, I don't read like any of his books, but like Agatha Christie, I'm sure, you know, she had editors. Another thing, people who don't read will never be able to publish a book, because it's like trying to paint a perfect copy of a painting and never seeing a painting. That is very, very, very true. I actually just gave that advice to an author that I was working with, and that was actually another piece of advice that a different editor also gave that same person, where it's like, you know, go and find books that are similar to yours and just read, and like, pick stuff that you like to read, you know, you don't have to pick stuff that you don't like in genres that you don't like. Like for me, I probably won't pick up a lot of romance books because I don't like reading them, but because I'm starting to write more romance, I need to learn how to read it, and I need to learn how to write it. So it's like, I'm gonna find authors that I know I'm gonna like, and, you know, then I can stylistically make it like that, you know, and learn effectively. But yeah, you have to learn by observation is definitely the #1 tool that I learned while I was doing both my graduate and undergraduate studies for art. So it's just one of those things. You are so right, Poison Dart, you are so right. Yeah, it's a craft, and everybody does it a little bit different, you know, but it's like one of those things where, you know, in traditional art like this, it's, you know, you learn the rules before you can break them, and writing is very much the same thing, where it's like, yeah, sure, there are some writers who have done some really funky stuff with their work over the years, like I think about like Salman Rushdie, or I think about like Ernest Hemingway, where his work is like, it sounds a specific way, but they had to learn the rules first before actually breaking them and bending them to make their own style, you know? So if you don't know how to do that, then you're just going to end up with a bunch of grammar errors. And then the book is going to be effectively unreadable, which is not great. That's not what we want. And as an editor, it gets really hard to, like, tell people that. You know, you open up somebody's book and it's like, okay, so I see where you were going with this, but I literally can't understand what you're trying to say because the sentences are so bad and they don't make any sense. Which happens sometimes, it does. Yeah, before smashing it over the head with a chainsaw. It's true. Like, yeah, you gotta just, like, learn, you know? Pastiches are an amazing tool. Amazing tool. Yeah, like, I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near as good of a writer as a lot of people, but I try and work hard. And that's literally all that it takes, you know? And really, you can be kind of a not super great writer, and as long as you're good at taking feedback, in my opinion, that is the #1 greatest skill any creative can have, is the ability to take feedback. Because once you do that, and somebody comes to you and says, hey, you know, I see that your idea is really, really good. You could tweak these things, or this is where your writing needs some strength. Like, maybe look up, you know, how to properly use certain clauses, or look up sentence flow and structure. Once you start to look at those things, then it'll really, like, shine. It'll get polished. Then once you start making those tweaks, you'll know what to look out for in your own writing, and you'll only get better, you know? But it's true. It's true. It's been a minute since I've gotten to draw, like, a good superhero body type, because I've been working on, like, women mostly. You see if this person for their commission actually responded. I don't know if they did. Nope. Not yet. So I guess I'll work on this, and until the other person responds, then I will wait. And I'll just work on a different painting, and that will be okay. I'm not super worried about it. What do you... Oh, I wanted to ask you yesterday, and I totally forgot, Poison Dart. What do you like to write? I remembered. I was suddenly struck with memory. In that moment when you have a finger and you don't, like, really like it, I'm gonna go in with another finger here. There we go, that's better. Portal Fantasy, very nice. Very nice. That is exciting. I'm gonna give this guy a little bit of underwear right here. Just a little bit. That's awesome. Is it for adult audience, or is it for young adult? Oh, my eyes are so itchy all of a sudden. Oh my god. I had to, like, stop for a second because it was itchy. I'm okay. I am alive. Hey, Gabriel, what's going on? How are you? Welcome in. We're working on Damien. I love fantasy. Like, I like how unique and interesting and just beautiful some of the worlds can be. Yes, true. That's exactly the reason why I write fantasy. Love, 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 love. Actually, I'm going to move this over here. Oh, I wanted to ask you, I'm glad that you're here, Gabriel. What kind of shoes does Damien wear? Is it like combat boots, or like, did you have any specific kinds of shoes in mind? This is actually perfect timing. It's for adults. Okay, I see. Not anything spicy, just lots of hard topics that might be harder for younger audiences. I got you. Yeah, I tend to write the same way as well, where I don't include a lot of spicy stuff in my adult fiction, but some of the topics are pretty rough, so that's cool. That sounds like a book that is right up my alley. I don't really like reading a lot of the spicy scenes, so that sounds awesome. Incredible. This line is not very good. There we go. Better. Whoops. That these look good. Yeah, cool.
Go.
He's very good with a shotgun. He even has a special shotgun that can be modified to suit any mission. That's dope. Shotguns are cool. There's a lot of things about race, a few harder things to deal with about abuse. I gotcha. Stuff that the characters have been through. That's what I'm connected to personally, so it's easier for me to write about. Yeah, that's awesome. It sounds like a very truthful book. I like books like that too, that are they're easy to connect to emotionally, you know? Do I want to pull this in? Maybe, actually, I might bring these pants out. Hold on. Give him some little bit of stuff here. Yeah, when I'm looking for books, I definitely look for stuff that gives me a lot of emotional content like that, where it's very intense. Oops. Go, I say. Yeah, plus it's a fantasy book, so people are gonna die. True. You never know. You never know. I don't like this. I'm gonna put this over here. Can you tell I'm still working on figuring out how to draw folds? It's me. Yeah, it's been interesting switching gears. I published 9 fantasy novels, and so now I'm on science fiction, and I'm like, what is happening to me? Who am I? And it's like hard science fiction too. It's not even like soft science fiction. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm having to do so much research. Had to and still have to while I'm working on it. It's a lot. There we go. Much better. Much better. can see where I was going with that, but I needed to curve more. Better. All right, combat boot time. I've just drawn a bunch of combat boots lately, so this works out for me. Oh yeah, sure. I can do that, Gabriel. Thank you for your feedback. Absolutely. This is an easy fix to make, actually. I was wondering about that too. Let me broaden him out. This is how we're gonna do this. This is actually an interestingly easy fix. Gonna give him more of a superhero silhouette. Let's widen this arm. Okay, so now let me turn this off. I'm gonna use my eyes now. And then that might be enough. Let me adjust the other arm really fast and then let me know what you think. Alright, so let me know, how do we feel about that? Is that better? The story starts with a guy who is living a quite lonely life after the death of his parents, and he's become a recluse and has little going for him. One day, walking home, grabbing some food, he saves a girl from getting hit by a car and then is hit himself due to the fact that he saved someone. The god of that world takes pity on him and transports him to another world. And she gives him the ability, based on his biggest regrets and desires, to help him in his new life. That sounds beautiful. That sounds like the premise of a Studio Ghibli film. That's beautiful. That sounds like a great read. That looks a lot better. Okay, awesome, cool. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate that. That helps me out. Oh, just wanted to make an announcement. I think some of you in here are on my Patreon, but I don't know if y'all saw the Patreon announcement that they're going to start screwing over iPhone and iOS users specifically. So if you support me on Patreon and don't want Apple to take like 30% of your membership, or just want to stop supporting Patreon because they've been proving to be kind of scuzzy, I would recommend switching over to my Ko-fi. The link just dropped in the chat for that. So if you want to jump over there and support me over there, that's cool. If you're not on iOS, it doesn't really affect you over on Patreon, so that's also fine. But yeah, Patreon's been kind of scuzzy lately. We don't like that. Not a fan. I don't know why it's gotta be a little sleazy. some chunky boots. I'm gonna also give this. Nope, not quite. Okay. Alright. Alright, how do we feel? Swedish. His father's half Swedish, half Middle Eastern. His mother's full Swedish. Ooh, that's cool. I love Sweden. I loved it when I was there. It was a very beautiful place. After entering the new world, he's filled with excitement due to the fact that one of the only things he still enjoyed in our world were the fantasy novels that he read, and he strives to become a hero for that world. However, it takes a twist. Oh, I like those twists. Yeah, that sounds amazing. All right, what are you thinking? What needs to be tweaked? Let me zoom in. Let me see. Oh, I mean, I could. I'm realizing. Do I need to lower the sides of this, or do you want like more of a piece of hair in the front, or more of a V in the front? Let me know. Ah, spikes. Okay, that I can do. That I can do. Thank you for clarifying. So let me get this going here. So let me grab. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, actually, hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the slicked back base. We're going to reduce that so that I can actually see where the hair goes. Hell yeah. Gotta get that dramatic ass looking hair. Damn right. Love that shit. Let me see. I don't want to accidentally. Let me curve this way. I need his hair to still flow in the right way. Okay. Okay, so now, let me know if this is good, if it needs to be more intense, less intense. The monsters aren't the villains. They are a race that has been persecuted due to human prejudices and lack of understanding, and many of them are killed without mercy. Beast takes him in and cares for him. However, he loses him to the villain, and then after his death, he strives to protect all monsters and eventually becomes the king of monsters. That's brilliant. I love that. What a nice, like, flip of a trope. That's amazing. I always feel like that's something that's super overlooked in fantasy media. Like, I think about all of the Bokoblins from, like, Legend of Zelda, and I'm like, but they're like little people. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Good to hear. All right, let me go ahead and move on to the, let's get some, nice detailing in here now. Yeah, the Bokoblins and stuff, or I think about the little guys, what are those guys called from Genshin Impact, where they have, like, their own religion and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this is fine, we're just mercilessly massacring these little dudes. No biggie, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let me open up my tutorials. 6'6". That's dope. He is almost as tall as Ed. My character Ed is 6'7". And he's consistently upset that the only person he knows that, like, is taller than him is Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, oh yeah, and writing deaths of characters that you love is literally the absolute worst. I've avoided that for the most part. in my stuff, thankfully. Fortunately, but, you know, it's only a matter of time. This is such a beautiful... Like, this character has a great silhouette. You always have such fun characters, Gabriel. I really like it. You can call me a motherfucker. You're like, it's me. I have the animator. Sometimes you wake up and it's really like that, though. I don't know if that happens to anybody else. My hair is so fucking straight. It's like that happens sometimes. Oh, I really like the details that you have on this character's pockets. Let me know if the skin needs to be lighter, Gabriel, because I recognize that yours is a little bit lighter. Let me know. Because I always use this base, like, skin tone, but sometimes it can look, it's like not the darkest, but it's not the worst. Get some jeans color. Blue jeans. A special agent soldier with the personality traits of a vigilante. He wants to get revenge on his dad. He believes he was responsible for the death of his mother. Ooh. However, it was the enemies of his dad who were responsible. Yo. The betrayal. Clean this up. Oh god, I don't remember which ones you have. Do you have the Brady tee? Either that, or it's a Wukong tee. Okay, Brady tee. I nailed it. I got it. I'm just already screaming. A little bit lighter. Okay, aye, Captain. I can do that. Yeah, because this is like what I would call standard white American, but like, let's go here. I recognize because I'm not rendering anything. That might be a little bit too much, hold on. Because I'm not rendering anything, I don't get to put the highlights on this, so I have to adjust for lack of rendering. Boink. There we go. Alright, now I really love the details that you put in his, on the waistband of these pants. This is cool. Let me get this here. Yeah, this is neat. I would wear these jeans. Oh, I should probably be good to myself and just do this. I don't know why I'm making it hard on myself. I put a lot of work into my story and I tried really hard to make it interesting and unique and also impactful. Yeah, and there are even smaller stories with little details and points that I love. Yeah, honestly, I feel like really what I tell people when they write, because people ask me a lot, like, what makes a successful story, and the thing that I always tell them is that you need to figure out what the heart is of your story, you know, like what is the message that you're trying to help people take away from your work, you know? And if you can figure out what that is, then you have a good story to tell. It doesn't matter how cool you think the characters are, it doesn't matter how cool you think the environment is. Like, if you have a story that makes people remember why they are human, that is when you transcend from I wrote a cool thing to this is art, right? At least for me anyway. His father is the leader of an evil organization that funds and aids global terrorist groups. No, Damien! The name of, or it is Crisis Terrorist Organization, or CTO, named after his father and Damien's grandfather. Okay, I see. So is Damien a hero or villain? Or is he kind of like in that gray zone where he's just whoever pays him the most? I really love these pants, dude. Gabriel, you made some cool pants. These are cool. These are neat. I feel like people don't take blue jeans seriously. This guy clearly does. Let me know if this is too yellow for this hair also, by the way. Because I can definitely make it less yellow. Ah, he's a hero. Cool. His father wasn't really in the picture, leaving him to be raised by his mother. I see. I gotcha. Ooh, that's so complex. That's like very like Winter Soldier territory. I love it. That's really cool. More of a dirty blonde. Okay, so then let me go back over here. Yeah, that's what I figured. Maybe even like that color. That's better. Let me know if that works. Let me get this. I think he's got blue eyes. Okay. Alright. Oh, and then shoes. Let's see. I'm gonna actually take... I almost forgot his feet. That would have been silly. That would have been silly, Billy. Alright. I love this, like, almost... It's, like, all blue monochrome palette we got going on here, except for the skin and the hair. It's, like, my fave. Very nice. Okay, how do we feel about that, Gabriel? Do all the colors look pretty accurate? Also, thank you all for sharing your amazing like work and stories and stuff with me. Like it's so cool. I love connecting with everybody in here. Let me eat my banana. It's like starting to get all nasty because it's been sitting on my desk for like an hour. It's only half of a banana because I drank the other half in a smoothie. Oh, true. Sometimes that can be the case with yellows. Let me know if you want me to shift it because I can color pick directly from your original drawing. That is something that I can change. Which is not intended. Yeah. So, and what's crazy too is different monitors will also change the color of certain stuff too. So depending on if you're looking at it on a phone or like on a computer, like I know this monitor that I work on is more like yellow. So I have to like color correct in my own brain, which is not great. Claudia was a human who was raised by a demon and became a demon princess at a very young age. However, due to this, many people were scared of her, and despite her happy demeanor, people still thought she was scary, so she lived a sad life without friends until she found the main character who was the first person who wasn't scared of her and actually listened to her. Yep. Yep. That hits right in the heart. Alright, let me finish this banana. Okay. Do you have any ideas? Sorry for all the questions, Gabriel. Do you have any ideas for what kind of a background you would like behind this character? Because you do get one of the like simple color backgrounds if you want one. Let me reduce the opacity on this a little bit. Let me see. Copy image. Oh, it is green. You're right. Yeah, so if we look at it on a color picker, let me show you. So, this is more, it almost sits orange. This is, the color that I picked is almost orange. But if we look at yours, it is almost true yellow, but it's leaning very close to green. Almost. So, You're right. Your eyes are right. You definitely, you can definitely say that it is more green leaning. Yellow is a weird color because it's like it rides that line between orange and like green on the color spectrum. I don't know. Yes, a shotgun shell can do. Can do. Let me go find a shotgun shell somewhere on the internet that I can use for nefarious purposes. Count me. Volume this down just a touch. There we go. Now he doesn't look like he's literally bloodless, because that's awkward. That's how she became one of his best friends and his right hand, and her ability is based on her lonely life, since she has the power to bring objects to life with magic, so she used her creations to feel less alone. My heart. My heart! It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not crying. Nice. I love it when Wikimedia just has like a random copyright-free image of a shotgun shell. Thank you, random internet. Okay, so now let me see here. Because we could... Oh, that's not perfectly set. Oh, they even put it on a grid and everything, and they couldn't take the time to make sure it was lined up straight. How dare they? Oh my god. Here, how do I want to do this? Yeah, see, now that's the question. Horizontal, vertical, or diagonal really is the question here. I'm gonna draw it in at an angle and we can figure that out. Let me go with a red. I'm just gonna pick like this here. We're gonna just, this is gonna be just kind of a basic shape here. Yeah, we're gonna spin this thing around like it's playing Twister until it's the correct. I love shotgun shells because they're literally just squares. Thank you, architect of weaponry. And then let me actually open up my gold. I might end up shading this a little bit. It just kind of depends on... Well, yeah. Let me see. Let me figure out what I'm doing here. Just for the sake of graphic design, I don't want this to be super flat. So we're going to figure out what this needs to look like and how it needs to function. So that way it doesn't look sad. Claudia is literally one of my favorite characters and I love her so much. I just want to give her a big hug. She just wants friends. Like, true. Okay. Thank you, shotgun shell. Alright, so now if we have this... Oh, actually, you know what? I love it when sometimes things are exactly what I need. What if I did... Oh, yeah. Aw, yeah, sometimes shit just works. Look at that shit. Alright. Never mind. Maybe this will actually do exactly what I need it to. Okay. Alright, so now the question is if I rotate this around, I feel like we lose enough or too much of what it actually is. But I can also make this a little bigger. And honestly, too, I could, let me turn off this little guy here. Let me, oh, this is gonna be dumb. All right, never mind, we're okay. Where is my lemon milk? Come here. I'm gonna go ahead and give this some text. Even though it might not necessarily need it, it'll still at least make it look kind of cool. And what's the... deal here? Hello, Photoshop? Oh my goodness, no! I'm fine. Y'all saw nothing. Nothing, I say. Hydrate! I'm gonna drink my tea. Part of me is thinking it looks sort of like an eraser. That's fair. So let me see what I can do to fix that, because you're right. We can hopefully tweak this. Oh, it's a self-care special. Everybody stretch. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. Drink some water or other liquid if you have it, so that way we're not dehydrated. Let me see. This is slowly coming together. So I'm not going to put the millimeters on the outside of it, but what I am going to do is we can do this. I'm going to grab this. Grab this color, and we're going to swatch these. Well, let's do... because that will help first and foremost. And I thought I was gonna do something light, but I think... Okay, so now I need to actually do this. Here we go. This will help. Oh, so then if it's a 12 gauge, watch this. Thank you for clarifying that too. I'll put a 12 in here so that way that's clear. You rock, Gabriel. You are so awesome. This is very helpful. feels very much like shading Wukong's head when I'm working on Heaven's Equal. That's really what this is. Same thought, different execution. I will need to go and grab my water bottle though here soon, because I am almost out of tea, or I need to re-up my tea. How many gauges of shotgun are there? You know, I honestly don't know that answer. From what I'm looking at, I'm seeing 8, 24, 7.5. This Wikimedia article says that it can go from 12 to 70. But like, I'm honestly seeing a bunch of different ones. People have asked the same question. So, effectively, we've got 10, 12, 16, 20, 28, and .410, which is the smallest gauge. That is, according to Wikipedia, I know not if it is true. Which is, to be quite honest, a lot. Slowly but surely. I may or may not actually include that there. Alright, so now I think I am going to say filter, blur. Not that much though. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so now let's turn this back on and we're going to reduce this down. And now we have a shotgun. Okay, let me know if that looks a little better. Damien is more mentally stable than Punisher, despite the fact that he lost his mother. He doesn't let him or get to him too much. If anything, he uses the motivation to keep people safe. That is pure and good. It does make sense that birdshot would have the most spread. I feel like shooting at birds, that seems like a task I would not want to undertake. Like, it sounds so hard. I'm like, I am lazy. Gauges for murder. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you could like fuck somebody up with a shotgun regardless, to be quite real. At the very least, the loud bang bang noises are gonna give people heart attacks. Like, that is how you scare the ever flying shit out of somebody who's trying to break into your house. Like, you're like, get out of my home. You do not belong here. To quote, I think it's like Bobby from King of the Hill, that's my purse, I don't know you. Okay. Let me make this. I think I'm actually going to make this just a touch smaller. Because it's come too close to the edge on that side. There we go. Alrighty. Look at that. Okay, well, I really like this character's design. He's super cool looking. Thank you for supporting my art as always. I do appreciate it a lot. My art, my books and such. So let me get this saved out for you. This over here. Let me save this out. Oops. Confetti can't. Woo! Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, cool. I will be right back. I'm gonna take a brief break to get up and find where my water bottle went. I'll be right back. Bottle acquired. I found it. All right. Okay, cool. So now, let's move on to this guy. Whoops. As I like delete my sketch layer, I'm like, bye. No biggie, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just like, whoop. There it goes. See you later. Oh my. That's not the brush I wanted. Whoopsie. Yes, yes I did. Thank you for sending that. That is very, very, very helpful. And it will definitely make this a lot easier. Flip. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, let me know what alterations you want made to the jacket, and I can definitely do that for sure. No problem. Oh my god. Alright. That's the wrong brush. Hello? Okay. It's like, why does he look cross-eyed? Oh, it's because he is. It's because I drew that with my arm. That's why. My own hand betrayed me. Because you made him like that, you silly goose. That's because he is. True. I am so glad that you like that, Brady T. I like it too. I love that. I use the hedge leaves from my house. That's so creative. Wait a second. That's like inspiration from nature on like a whole other level. I love that. The only one that you haven't tried is Adventure Book. Well, there you go. Maybe now you know. Now you know which one is next on the list. Part the hair first. I love how you take so much inspiration from like both, it's like American cartoons and anime when you're making your characters. Like they just feel very nostalgic to me. And I really like that about your characters' designs. Like, this is really cool. This feels like this is something, it looks like it's something that should have been on Cartoon Network. when I was coming up, and like that's just neat. Let me see. I'm so glad that you like that. That's awesome. I'm glad that the tea makes you happy. Yeah, let me know if anything needs to be tweaked. For sure, Gabriel, let me know. Like if the jaw needs to be more square or anything. I see. His father and grandpa would have the hero John line like comic book characters since they came from a time when heroes were more prominent. I see, I see. It's very true though. It's like, it's such a, like the Clark Kent jawline, you know? Alright, let me know, what would you like me to alter about the jacket, Gabriel? Oh, yeah, the Bruce Campbell chin. Yeah, it's true. Oh, I need to do art for my characters, but I can't draw for shit. Oh, no! Yeah, that's definitely part of the reason why I went to art school, because I was like, I have to be able to draw. I gotcha. Yeah, so it's like a strong-ish chin still, but not like, it's not like, yeah, square. Right, because this guy's got a square chin, but this kid not so much. I got you. Okay, I'm doing a varsity jacket instead. Thank you, Gabriel. You rock. Yeah, because I can also, too. Hold on, watch this. You just very gently. Oh! Yeah. I'm fine. There we go. There we go. Super soft. Very gentle. Ah, yes, we're back in Varsity Jacket Town, right where Wukong should have put us. Exactly where he would want us to be. Exactly where we should be. Oh my god, okay, but Poison Dart, me too. I'm like, fucking, I understand. I'm like, me, wallet empty, not enough money for chicken nuggets. Yeah, it's true. If that is one theme of the stream, yeah, we are all poor. That's really it, though. It's true. It's true. Yeah, sometimes I do sales, though, so if you ever want one, I appreciate you plugging me, though, Cal. You were awesome. But I always announce when I have stuff going on sale. I just got done with a really big one because I moved. So the next one will probably be around the American, like, Black Friday sale. Oh, this is like actually like an entire sleeve here. Honestly, writing too, I don't think people understand that it's like, it is expensive to write a novel as well. Like, I've definitely had to explain to people, they're like, well, how much does it cost to get your book edited? And I'm like, well, probably like $1,000 minimum. And they're like, what? And it's like, yes. Being an author is actually horrendously expensive. Welcome to how sad we are. We are all very sad. Like, legitimately, we're just trying to make cool stuff and we're so broke. This is our life. Welcome to the club. I love drawing these jackets. I'm glad I got practice with Wukong though, because he wears literally the same style in my comic. Honestly, I'm glad that you are making that Twitch affiliate money though, Lear. That's amazing. You should be really proud of yourself for that, because that shit's hard. I appreciate you though. I do. I appreciate you a lot. Let's get some. Ugh. You ever feel that feeling when your hand starts to go, I don't know if I want to do this no more? That's what happened to me just now. Now. Brennan's hair would be like some anime characters in their hair, or like Mickey Mouse ears. Whenever they rotate their head, it stays in the same position. I love it. He's like, this stuff is glued in. He's using a got to be glued. It's not moving. It ain't moving. That hair stuck there. Frozen. Okay, wait a second now. The trick is moving this arm. There we go. Because this is gonna twist like this. Tycho's the reason I don't burn my tea anymore. And introduce me to the world of possibilities. Throws glitter in the air. Yeah, it's true. Well, and it's crazy. You wanna know what's really funny about that? Is I actually, I saw an article about, Spooky Lake Month. I don't know if you follow that lady on TikTok, but I learned that there are actually rivers that are made out of what is effectively tea. And so it's nuts because these rivers are legitimately black. This is like canonically the color of the river. It's just black. And the best way to see it is like this. This is the color of the water. It's just black. Yeah, so you know, so effectively it's filled with black tea. That's like why it's that color. It's because of the tannins. I like cackled. And I was like, that's some burnt tea juice right there. That's tea juice that's been sitting for way too long. Crispy tea. I'd be screwed if I had to pay for art because we got the main character plus 11 main demon subordinates and other people. And you're like, oh god. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of characters. I don't think, a lot of my books tend to be like limited cast, but I totally understand. For Gentlemen Fisticuffs and Kid Fisticuffs, the naming convention of Brendan's dad's side of the family would have the word fisticuffs in their hero name, with the youngest always being referred to as Kid Fisticuffs until they got old enough. Ah! I see, I see. Yeah, honestly, I tend to try and, like, put out, like, affordable commissions, too, because I know how, like, rough it is. So, like, at minimum, my commissions are always, like, 10 USD. Like, no joke. You can just get a quick, like, liner doodle for, like, 10 bucks, because the world is cruel, and we all have $0. But money's money. Like, you know, it's true. It's true. And it's hard to, like, spend money on stuff that is fun when it's like, we have to pay $4 million for groceries. It's rude. Rude. Should not be that way. I remember when I was, like, legitimately a child, a youth, and I had more money to pay for commissions in, like, high school than I do now. And, like, obviously partially bills, you know, clearly, but, like, it was not that bad. It was really, I'm, like, sad that I can't afford to pay other people to also do art of my characters, because if I didn't have to illustrate my own book covers, I really would not do that. Small casts are better in some cases, but since my character's becoming King of Monsters, I feel like it's more sense. Yes, totally. Well, for some fantasy novels, especially epics, you just gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason Game of Thrones, the cast is like 1 million people. Like, it's important to the story. It's just the way that it goes, you know? So totally, it makes a lot of sense. And especially, too, if you have, like, fun POV switches in your books, or even if you don't, like, it's really fun to, like, have a world that has actual people in it. The one Portal fantasy that I wrote is the novel that has the most people in it. Oh, I really need to, like, hold the phone here. Hold on. I might actually bring this out like that, because we need a thicker sleeve. That's better. My friends are being mean to me. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, and Gabriel, no, you are always free. Always free to talk about your stuff. Please, please do. That's because you are short, Lear. Short. I can't. Yeah, me and Lear are the same size. I am also a short king. I understand. Yeah, thankfully, like, I am a giant. I always make this joke, because legitimately, I am a giant in my family. Like, my aunts are 4'8". Like, they are so small. I feel like I am literally, yeah, king of giants. Anytime I'm around my family, I'm like, well, this is interesting. And then my dad's, like, Norwegian in genetics, Norwegian and English, so he's, like, 5'10". And he truly is the giant among men. And it's like, what is happening? We're just not allowed to be around any of my family is really the lesson there. Not bad, not bad. This is a fun challenge, Gabriel. This is like a lot of dynamic movement. Yeah, that's why people in, like, movie theaters and stuff are always like, where's your parents? Whenever I go out by myself, or if I'm with my fiance, who is, like, legitimately, like, 5'3" also, I'm like, look, I promise we're not lost. We're just... Yeah, I'm 5'5" as well. So I legitimately almost have an entire foot on my family. That's what's insane. I feel like legitimately, it's like, it is insane. I don't know why they're like this. They're just a bunch of short little German women. I don't know. Little German-American women. What a time to be alive. Oh yeah, so you're just shy, just a touch taller than my dad. Yeah, because he's like 5'10" and a half. And yet, you're still taller than I. Hi, Thog! You're a legend, Thog. Thank you for popping in. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you over here. I'm suffering. I'm in here suffering. We're just all in here legitimately just being super short, and Gabriel's just like, cower before me, mortals. It's so funny because I think about how literally like 100 years ago the average height for men was like 5'4". So I'm like, I would have been on average a little bit tall comparatively. It's so weird. Okay, so let's see. Let me pull this way. Nice. Nice. That's a fun jacket. Has anyone ever wore heels? Yes! I have. I wear like the ones like I wear a lot of like chino boots, if you've ever seen those. These are like or not chino boots, what are they called? Chelsea boots. One of my favorites is a Chelsea, and it actually I think the shoe that I have is a taller heel than this. I wish I could show you guys my favorite pair of shoes. It's more like a cowboy boot than anything else. It is actually like this. The like I guess silhouette of the shoe. So it has about a ½ an inch heel on it. But what I really want is the old school Vans, but the ones with the platforms. Hold on. Yeah, these are cool. These are just neat. So I want to get some like this that are like, they got the stack on it, you know? I just think these look really neat. I like these a lot. They're super, super cool. So maybe at some point. Alternatively, my ideal high heel truly would be, I do have actually a pair of these, like they're not Doc Martens, but they are stacks. They're platforms like this, and they're black. And the heel on them is probably, I think, taller than these actually. They're really, really, really lifted. They gotta be at least a 3-inch or a 4-inch heel. They're pretty tall. But I'm into those goth shoes. I'm a goth man. I once wore snakeskin boots with like a 2-inch heel for my junior prom night. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, heels are rough. Yeah, bad knees, big mood. Yeah, they will literally trash your feet and your knees. I had fun making my knees bad, so it all works out. The sacrifice was worth it. Yeah, I love a good pair of stylish men's boots. Truly. Pain is beauty. True. Gothic cowboy. Oh my god. I'm being yelled at. I'm being summoned. Yeehaw. I like the vintage nature of this character's outfit. Alright, loose-fitting jeans it is. I always gotta do this. I always gotta go look for references. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was in the right thought space. I was doing the right thing. Some nice blue jeans here. I love drawing jeans though. They're fun. Look at this. Look at this. I wish that I could find the pair of jeans that I'm, or the, not the pair of jeans that I'm talking about, the pair of shoes that I'm talking about. Honestly, this is from the same brand. They are very, very similar to this. Oh, these are the boots. I just have ones that have buckles that go across. So this is the silhouette of the shoe that I wear. Mine just have buckles on the front instead of this elastic of the Chelsea boot that's pretty typical for Chelsea's. But yeah, this is the almost the exact same shape with the metal tip on the toe. My toe is pointed, not square also. So it's definitely got like a very Western feel to it. There they are. These are the exact shoes. So these are my favorite shoes in the whole world. Love them to death. I wear them everywhere. I'm gonna cry when they finally decide to die. I don't want them to die. They're super comfortable too, and that's honestly like my favorite part. Love the fact that I don't have to suffer wearing them. Let's see, so let's pull this down. Over. And up like this. Eventually, I would like to get more glam pieces, but I have to wait until I actually have some facial hair on my face, because otherwise that's going to result in a lot of weird stuff in public. But if I could dress like anyone, Adam Lambert is definitely one of those guys. I love that like dark, like glam rock aesthetic as well. Need to get my docks fixed. I bought some 10-inch holes for, oh, I see, but the zipper is messed up. No! Some 10 holes for the song, or for a song. That's cool, but like also so sad that like the zipper is defunct. I've never owned a pair of docks, but I hear that they are the most comfortable shoes. Like you could literally do a marathon in the docks and no one would ask any questions. Especially your feets. Your feet won't care. And that's really all I could ever ask for. I love that we have the ability to do that. Let's see. Yeah, nice. Look at this little foot back here. It's me. I'm the little foot. Yeah, I love seeing the like crazy shapes of them sometimes. Like there was the platforms that I saw that were like almost thigh high Doc Martens, and I was like, y'all, like. Oh, actually. Would you like his shoes tucked in, or like the jeans tucked in the shoes, or would you like the jeans outside of the shoes? Let me know, let me know. Let me see if I can find a picture of those damn Doc Martens, because they were crazy. Yeah, these ones. Look at them. Look at them in their glory. Like, is that not insane? They're brilliant. I love everything about them. I like how they're so intense. They have 2 boot pulls on them. 1, 2. Love. Love. So, yeah, if I ever get some money... Yeah, I Fog, they're incredible. The need has never been so intense. Like, I just want to, like, kick some trash cans over with them or something, you know? Okay, so let's test it. I'll test it first with the jeans over it, Gabriel, and we'll see where we want to go from there. These shoes are giving Marty McFly in the best way possible. Like, very Back to the Future. And I love that. Yes, a black scooter specifically, yes. Everyone would lose their minds. They would see you and they would not be able to comprehend just how badass the entire situation is. You know, like, unstoppable. That's what happens. I need to look at the Doc Marten website. I'm not allowed to spend, like, any, like, money, though, because I'm saving up for my honeymoon, so I have to be, like, chill. I did pre-order Black Myth Wukong, though, and that is coming out in 5 days, and I'm screaming. I am so excited. So, I will stream it. I will probably die. I will not be good at it. That's okay. It will be worth it for the monkey. All right, how do we feel about this? Pre-special effects and all that jazz. I'm digging it. Thanks, Thog. 1 sec. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I'll wait, Gabriel. I'll chill out. So what y'all doing this today, this weekend? Anything fun? Today's my last day of like work, so I get to just chill out. I have to write an article today. Let's see what I'm writing. What am I writing? I'm doing the horror movie fresh list. Let's go. 10 underrated horror movies. That's what I will be writing. Pants tucked into shoes. Okay, can do. We can make that happen. That's an easy peasy fix. Thank you for your infinite wisdom. I appreciate you. Alright, so I'm gonna bring these, take this out. Woink. Goodbye. Let's get this out here like this. And then now I'm going to tuck that in a little bit, and then nice. Weekend is going to be working at the... Oh, I see. Working the overtime. Said work is getting stingy, so I have to cut my own hours to avoid actually going into overtime. Wow. You're like, what am I supposed to do? What do you want from me? Big mood. I know some companies can be like really like crusty about that. Where they're like, we need you to stand in and we need you to be here literally all the time. But also if you go into overtime, we are literally going to karate chop you to death. All right. Coolio. Let me do this. Okay, so are we ready for color, do you think, Gabriel? Yeah, I don't remember what I even have going on. I know I need to go to the gym. Oh yeah, I have an interview. I forgot on like Saturday. It'll be fun. I have no idea what is even happening, but a thing is happening. It's like an author interview, I think, with a bunch of other authors. We're doing like a Q&A questionnaire. Oh, I am adding it. Yes, I will be adding it in color. Yeah, because I don't want to add it with the black line art. So if everything else looks good, I can go on to adding the special effects and stuff like that. Yeah, Baroni. Planning on moving to another state, so I'm looking for a job there anyway. Mood. I hope that you find a job that pays you well and letter K on his jacket. Can do. That pays you well and, you know, isn't lame. We can only dream. Oh, thank you. I totally missed. Yeah, I see that you wrote that in the text that you sent me, and I blanked. I missed it. Because I can't read. Hi, my name is Jared. I'm 19, and I never learned how to read. Good catch. Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna do a little bit of some like outlining so that way this has like kind of a raised effect. I finished registering for my fall semester today, so now I don't have to worry about doing that, which is great. Simple Fist logo. Okay, cool. All right, neat. Neaterino. All right, let me get started on. Let's get some color in here. I'm gonna also grab the same skin tone in here. Let me know if anything needs to be tweaked while we're doing it. Boop. Boink. Skein. as is customary. Yeah, what I can do is once we draw the logo for the background, I'll put the edge of it, the patch, on the sleeves here, because I think we'll see a little bit of it, but you're right, if we want to see the whole thing, I can definitely put it in the background for sure. For sure, for sure. Whoops. Let's get that cherry red. Okay, let's see now. This is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. That's all right. A pain in the butt is not a bad thing. Sometimes it's just what you need. What color did you want the jacket, Gabriel? Hydrate! Everyone drink water! Liquidate. Liquidate your assets. Damn you. I'm gonna also grab this blue jean color from over here too. Oops. Yeah, this is giving very, like, Back to the Future in the best way possible. I love everything about this. Time to refresh that drink, Truth. His eyes glow green as well as his arms. Okay, great. Thank you. That's awesome to know. Good to know. I think for the sake of this, I might make the jacket blue. Let me know if that's not what you want, because I can not do that. But I have a feeling in my butt this might be the way. Okay, let's see. Let's test the blue first, and if you feel like his outfit's suddenly too blue, we can play around with other stuff. This is kind of an, excuse me, an easy thing to do here to play with. But let me get in here and clean up this. Stuff here. Also, too, sometimes I'm gonna actually go like this. There you go. Better. Actually, not quite what I wanted. That's all right. Gotcha, and then the green accents. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let me know what you think about this blue, or if you feel like we need more red. I think I like the blue personally, but let me know what you think. Then let me get this green in here for the eyes, and then we can start to add special effects too. Because, of course, we could always do something like this as well, where we can just go in and just hit just the body of the jacket, too, with a specific color. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm just going to play with this for just a second here. No! My hands. Ooh, flavored water sounds good though, Thog. Regular water's for plebes. No, I'm just kidding. But also though, I can't do the regular water. I force myself to drink regular water. Okay. Because how do we feel about that? With the, like, the body of the jacket is red, but there's the blue accents on it. What do you think? Or I could just have the jacket be all blue. Either way. This is gonna make sense. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Okay, so now let me... I'm gonna go in with some special effects here. But I need this to taper in the way that I want it to. Actually... First and foremost, let's get that going like that. Okay, a little tighter. Okay, so let me bring it in. That I can do. I used to drink plain tap water in Colorado and Hawaii, but here, oh god, in Alabama the water tastes terrible by comparison. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I hear New York City's got some pretty damn good tap water. Like they joke about having the best tap water. But yeah, if I was in the South or on the East Coast, I'd be super scared of drinking the tap water. Even in like some parts of Colorado, I'm up in like Aurora right now, and the tap water is scary over here. Or technically, I guess I'm in Denver, but I'm like, Alabama water. True. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm gonna be putting this over here for right now, and as we build these effects, things will change. Okay, so now that we've got this, we're going to first gradient. Same with this. Gradient. Then this, we're going to change to something fun like, oh, hard light's not bad. I love how Restream was just like, threw up literally everything it possibly could. Hard light might be the answer. And light isn't bad here either. Alright, let's see. Doing glowing stuff with a white background is not necessarily the easiest, but it is possible. Yeah, let me know if you want me to change the expression too. I figured with the action pose, I can make him more smiley too. That's totally something I can do. Let me do a motion blur. Go this way. That's better. That's better. But I don't want. I want only streakies. Yeah, so would you prefer a smile, Gabriel, just so that I'm clear? Let's see, what do I want to do here? I think this is a little bit, oops, not that. Yeah, sure. Easy peasy. That's an easy change. I'm gonna turn this off for just a second though, so that I can see what's going on. I don't have any idea what's happening. Thankfully, human mouths are not that crazy. Could be crazy, but honestly, human mouths don't care. And I might. There we go. Oh yeah, and then also too, before I do something silly, Billy. Not the right image. There we go, a little better. And then let's grab. Yeah, nice. All right. So let me get, I'm like looking at all of my notes and references here for a second. I'm actually gonna say nay to that. So let me get this going here. This up a little bit. Not that one. Actually, before I do this, slowly but surely it is coming, it's happening. No! That's not what I wanted. Okay, so this is Penlight. This is Hard Light. Ayo! Ooh! There it is. We got that ooh. Okay, so interesting story about how I really don't think Penlight is the right answer here for this. each of these are over top different types of colors, so hard light might be the answer. It's better. Mr. Man approaches. It means he wishes for his din-din, and by that I mean his lunch. I'm gonna get it. I think it's that answer. Hello, Mr. Mean. Oh my god, Mr. Mean, why? He's here. He has arrived. Alright. Of course, just a little glow in the eyeball. Alright, let me know how you feel. How we feel, Gabriel. I pet the cat. I pet him. I give him kisses. He definitely wants the food. It's his lunchtime, but he'll settle with some pets for now. For now. Huh. Mister. This cat is so cute. Alright, cool, looking good, we love it. Alright, so you said that the symbol is a fist logo. I'm going to try and avoid something that looks like the Black Lives Matter fist because that's a real thing. Ooh, but I found this like really nice alternative fist here, so this will work, I think. Ew, okay, fine. Okay, so there we got this nice fist. I'm gonna put it in the back. Get back there. Ew, Mr. Man, you're nasty. Why are you so gross? What color would you like this logo to be? Mr. Man. He's so cute. Sure, you got a booger in your eye. Green. All right, cool. Green it can be. I'm gonna make this, I think, a darker green so that it doesn't compete with the rest of the stuff here. Let's see how this looks. And then let me reduce the opacity on it as well. This character I'm not going to give a drop shadow because it makes sense. Or, well, actually, I take it, I rescind my previous statement. I actually probably will. I'm full of lies. Excuse me. There we go, there we go. Lies and yes, exactly. True. So first we're going to go with a 60%. Nice. All right. Let me also grab this thing. I would literally murder someone for a pineapple pizza right now. Found it. No! Not the pineapple pizza! It's soggy! I love it. I'm so sorry that you've only had, like, soggy pineapple pizzas. Oh my god, Mr. Man. Oh, you're so cute. Okay. Alright, is this good, Gabriel? Can we call it? Prends ça. Ah! Or prends ça. Je ne parle français. I know I should be fighting for my life, but to what end? I'm scared. Father, help. Alrighty. Coolio. Okay, so let me save this. So we got a Brendan Kidd. Now let me save this at the right file size. Now, if you'll excuse me, my phone is on 12%. Goodbye. Goodbye, Gabriel. Thank you so much again for the commissions. You are amazing. I really do appreciate the support of my art. You are awesome. I always love working with you and drawing your characters. So thank you again, and I will send you these files shortly. See you later. Okay. All right, and with that too, I'm gonna dip on stream. I need to go eat, and I need to feed somebody's fat little booty. Just kidding, he's okay. I need to get him his food though, because he's been having issues eating dry food with how his mouth has been hurting. So I'd rather feed him something that he can eat than make him wait. So that being said, thank you to everybody who hung out. I appreciate every single one of you. You are so awesome. Yeah, and I'll be back next week probably. I don't know, Monday maybe. If not Tuesday, but I'll try for Monday so that way I can do some streamings. Probably do some personal artwork, I think, if not commissions, depending on if I hear back from this person. So, yeah, so I'll see you all next time. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.